Welcome back to the Traders Network. I'm Michael Yorba, your host. Thanks for joining us. We're also streaming to you live on yorbamedia.com and broadcasting to you from the Dallas KFXR 1190 AM Clear Channel studios. All right, I've got a complete house full today. I'm joined in studio with Cami Dean. I'm joined in the studio with Mona Lisa Como, Holly Wittenberg, and Tandy Irvin, and we're going to get them all into the show right now. But Cami Dean, our Republican candidate here, and I want to welcome you to the show. Thank you for showing up, Candy.
Thank you so much for having me, Michael. Quite a pleasure to be here.
All right, my pleasure. Look, we've heard a lot about you and a lot of different things, and I want you to tell us what you believe in. Walk us through those PowerPoints.
Michael, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to tell you what I believe in. I believe in a better life. I believe that our district can be stronger. I believe we are leaving money and intellectual property on the table in our district. I believe our Texas women, mothers, and students should have the resources and tools to be able to pursue their hopes, dreams, and business ideas. I believe to accomplish this that'll start with this job, Congresswoman of District 3. I've been working tirelessly to form strategic partnership with socially minded business institutions that are dedicated to help and empower our district, our mothers, our women, our children, and current small business owners to become the strongest district in the state of Texas. Here is what will happen when you elect Cami Dean, the Congressional District 3 seat, a business center dedicated to help its voters and people get your ideas off the ground and out into the marketplace. I'm in talks with Microsoft, Google, Dun & Bradstreet, 1-800-PublicRelations.com, Monk Media, LegalZoom, and other major service providers to help current and new businesses. So I believe if I give you all my contacts, you'll become successful with me. So our mothers, women, student, and small business owners will get, for $1, a starter website package or updated website. For $1, you'll get an e-commerce platform for retail businesses to compete against online retailers, to keep the money in the district so you can hire more people. We're currently in talk with Microsoft on this platform. For $1, you'll receive public relations consulting from our friends at 1-800-PublicRelations.com and Monk Media. For $1, you'll get business credit monitoring tools and apps from our friends at Dun & Bradstreet. For $1, you'll get a cloud business phone systems so you can sound and dress the part even if you work out of your home. We're negotiating this with Microsoft and Google on this platform. For $1, you'll get business directory listings from 1-800-PublicRelations.com, Yellow Pages. For $1, you'll get business, Facebook, and social media support. We're negotiating with multiple partners. For $1, you'll get test lead generation campaigns to help kickstart sales, so we're also negotiating with multiple partners. For $1, you'll get legal templates to make sure your business is secure. We're in talks with LegalZoom for that as well. But I'm very proud to announce, on top of all these amazing partnerships and offers, these organizations are willing to step up and help our cause. We realize capital raising is also very important for business, so we've formed an alliance with Gate Global Impact to help mentor our district on the benefits of crowdfunding as a path of new capital formation. I would like to give a special thanks to Congressman Patrick McHenry from the 10th District of North Carolina, who wrote and led the charge in passing the Jobs Act to enable small business to access this future capital. Our district needs updated partners to grow, and it's my promise to you that not only will I continue to maintain the good work of Sam Johnson has accomplished in his 25-year run, but add and build on top of it with these empowerment initiatives and be present locally and in Washington. If you believe in having a better life and believe in the same things I do, then vote Cami Dean. I promise you'll have a stronger district and a better life.
All right, Cami Dean, you're my next congressperson. I swear, wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And special thanks to, you're welcome, and special thanks to Congressman Patrick McHenry for stepping up and backing you on this thing.
Yes, thank you so much.
You have got my vote.
Thank you, Michael.
All right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming to the show.
It's been quite exciting. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
You're welcome. All right, now let's do this. Let's bring in the rest of the people that are in the room. Let's bring in Mona Lisa Como. Let's bring in Holly Wittenberg. Let's bring in Tandy Irvin from Grace After Fire so that we can talk about some of these other issues and some of these things that she brought up, all right? Mona Lisa, is there anything that you wanted to bring up on this?
First, I'd like to say, Cami, this is a great initiative. And, I'm a huge advocate, obviously, for small business. And the fact that you are putting this front and center, I'm pretty sure that Chamber of Commerce's would support you along with a number of other organizations to help along and ensure that that DC is focusing on small business. So I want to thank you for that because we need this platform to bring the dialogue back to small businesses. I'm looking forward to working with you as well, and I'm sure there's a number of networking groups that we could get you out to. So,
Mona Lisa, thank you so much for that support, and very appreciate it, and definitely it's my pleasure.
Absolutely wonderful.
Now, there's some business initiatives that you wanted to talk about, Mona Lisa. Bring them up,
Sure. And we talked last week a little bit about the plight of the small businesses, so the timing is great with Cami and her platform. We mentioned last week the 17% of businesses receive approvals from big banks and how abysmal those rates are. The banks and the number of banks that continue to exist in the United States.
Now let's clear that up. 17% of women-owned businesses.
No, 70% of all businesses. 17%. Right now, we're at an approval rate for big banks of approving only 17% of loans for small businesses.
Okay, now I'm on track.
So if you think about that number and the opportunity for what Cami's platform is talking about is to put the focus back on small business, to weaponize the small business market and the economy. This is what's going to help us. If you help the small business, unequivocally, you're going to help the economy grow. The continued issues that I see small businesses, and love, Cami, for you to continue to help us on this, is the current administration, good, bad, or indifferent, they're not helping small businesses grow. So while this is a great initiative, there are other things like helping us with, the immigration reform, the issues that we're having with, minimum wage. These are all issues that are, and obviously Obamacare. None of this is helping the small businesses.
And that's why I'm here. That's
it's
exactly
increasing
why
their
I'm
bottom
here.
line. So working with you and making sure we bring the dialogue back in D.C. to talk about small business. It cannot escape this election year. It cannot wait for the next
I
presidential
agree with you
year.
completely.
Yep, definitely. That's what we need to do. Is there? What are some of the other initiatives that you wanted to bring up to the table? Small business is a big one. It's a huge way to turn the economy around and actually fix the employment problem.
Correct.
Because entrepreneurs always start out as small businesses.
Right.
But some of the other things that are on your, let's talk about the lending environment and tightening bank regulations. You haven't seen any changes there?
I think what I love about capitalism, it gives you the opportunity where one door closes, another one opens, and we need to continue to ensure that we have that. Where the restrictive lending markets have actually opened an area for more private lenders. With that comes also much more scrutiny. Mm-hmm. The environment itself, whether it's the media or small businesses, there's lack of awareness on how to use alternative lenders. What I'm hoping is that along with the platform with DC and Cami Dean and McHenry focusing on this, is that the small business environment knows that there is more than just the SBA to go to. There's more than just crowdfunding. We are focused as a nation on what makes us so great. That's capitalism, and that is small business. Mm-hmm. And so if we can continue to bring that conversation back to how you fund a business, which is the most important thing for small businesses, is capital. And as long as you're focusing the dialogue on how to help them grow, giving them the tools, the economy will naturally benefit from that. This tightened lending environment is going to continue to suffocate the growth of the United States as well as Texas. Even though we're pro-business, we have to be able to ensure that future legislation, whether it's city, whether it's county, whether it's national or state, we're all working in tandem to continue to stay focused on that.
I agree with you. How would you change the current processes that we have that are restricting small business? Do you have any inroads or any thoughts on that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the first and foremost is, and this is pretty provocative, I think we have to change the way we look at small businesses. The way banks look at small businesses today is they look at 3 years past. They say, okay, what you did financially is going to ensure you're going to pay me for the future. We know from 2008 on that doesn't mean anything.
Right.
The alternative lending market is actually changing that dialogue where they're saying, let's look at things like if you're a restaurant, I know that if your Yelp ratings are pretty good, you're probably going to have clients. Let's no longer look at FICO score. Let's take all the data and bring it together and now give the small business environment something that's more realistic on whether or not they can pay back future funds. And that's not how they did yesterday. That's only one benchmark.
I got it. All right, let's take a break right now. We'll come back with some more topics on this subject. And I want to put special thanks out to Cami Dean, Mona Lisa Como, Holly Wittenberg, and Tandy Urban. And last but certainly not least, Monk Media and 1-800-PublicRelations.com for all their media and PR support. We'll be right back.